Hey everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Renegade Real Estate TV. On today's episode, we have a massive renovation going on in an investment property and a little bit of a celebration around a joint venture success. So stick with us and we'll see you soon. Hey everyone, and welcome back. For those of you that have been communicating with us for a while, you've probably seen Renegade Real Estate TV sometime in the past. And it's something that we're bringing back to life, and we're going to see how it goes. We're going to blow it up a little bit, try some different things out, and based on your feedback, we'll see how it goes. The idea behind it is that we can share a lot of the things that we're going through and the challenges that we're going with our investments and small businesses, all this stuff, so that you can learn from our experiences, and hopefully it can help propel you forward. And if you share your experiences, it can help propel us forward, and we can all move forward together. So that's where this whole show is coming from. Before we get into today's video clips, one thing that we should touch on is just some current events. And the most glaring thing that's affecting investors right now is the interest rate decision by the Bank of Canada that was recently announced. And they decided not to raise interest rates, which really wasn't much of a surprise to us or to quite a few people out there. They did change their tone a little bit, stating that they expect to start raising interest rates in the near future. However, there's a lot of different factors affecting that, so nothing's really set in stone. Because what happens in the media is the media just takes the announcement. They take a couple lines from the announcement, and then they get an analyst to kind of comment on it and add a couple more lines, and that's the article. That's really the depths that they go when they look at these things. But what they need to do is they need to start understanding where these decisions are coming from and what's affecting them. And really, there's a lot of different things affecting them. Of course, Europe and different countries are affecting the Bank of Canada's decisions, but primarily it's the U.S. economy and what the Federal Reserve is doing that's really impacting the Bank of Canada. And if you look at the historical trends between the Federal Reserve and the Bank of Canada interest rate trends, what you'll see is that there's only been, I believe this is the third time now that the Bank of Canada has started a different trend than what the U.S. central bank has been doing. So right now the Bank of Canada has been increasing their rates, and the U.S. trend has been just holding steady at basically zero for quite some time now. And every single time that's happened in the past, Canada has had to revert their interest rate trend back to the U.S. trend because they're not able to, because there's a lot of different factors about foreign investment coming into the country, driving up the Canadian dollar too high. It can affect our exports to the U.S. They're still our biggest consumer of our goods, so that it affects our exports to them, their imports, and it ultimately affects our economies in a variety of different ways. So it's those types of things that the people need to start understanding, to look into that, and that's what we need to be looking at when we're looking forward to making our own rate decisions and trying to understand what we want to do for our investments. So that's kind of the big thing, and it's something that we'll continue to discuss as things move forward. But this fall, even with the change in the Bank of Canada tone, we feel pretty strongly that there's definitely nothing set in stone for an interest rate hike. There's going to be a lot still to happen between now and the next announcement, and based on what's going on in other economies, it can really change things, especially in today's world. Things can change quite quickly. So that's it, for a little bit of an introduction. Let's get a quick look at today's episodes, and thanks for joining us for this episode of Renegade Real Estate TV, and we look forward to sharing more with you. Take care, and until next time, you know the drill. Your life, your terms. Hey everyone, it's Karadza here, and we're in a little bit of an interesting place. So let me take you, I guess here's a little bit of background. Sometimes, with real estate investing, you're able to buy these beautiful turnkey properties. And sometimes, to really maximize your cash flow, you got to put in a little bit of work. And what we found is often when you're able to buy a property and then convert it for the needs that you want to, sometimes you can get the best cash flowing properties ever. I mean, we have single family homes that we're using as student rentals that are cash flowing, over $1,400 a month off one single family home. They can work out really well. So let me give you a quick idea of what's going on. You can see this place was a little bit older. There's definitely going to be some work done to this. I don't think it's a very attractive place to stay right now. So this gives you an idea of something that someone bought, but as an investor, you look at this and you're like, wow, okay, this is a dump. What can I do? What's the greater purpose? How do I make money on this? How do I invest money to make a greater return? And even if the renovations cost $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, if you work out the numbers properly, you can get an awesome return on your money that you can't get elsewhere. So let's go over here. So something like this. This room here looks like this investor's boarding this up, so you can see this will probably be turned into like a room that a student can rent out and live. It seems like we're on a student rental kick. Everything's about student rentals recently, but that's not the point. We're not harping on student rentals. It's just by coincidence. This will be kind of the kitchen that they're going to redo and finish this kitchen area here. You can see it's kind of beat up, and you should see even before the demo was done, it was just. I mean, it was almost just as attractive as it is now as a kitchen before the demo was done. We won't go into the basement today for time, but we'll show you quickly upstairs how this thing's going to work. This we can, we can open that and maybe just hop on the roof if you guys want or something. But here we got, here we have a bathroom in here. We'll go in here. You can see the bathroom how it's going to look out. See, nice stuff. Things that are low maintenance, they look good. They're not over the top, but a nice insert. Something like this, instead of putting tiles at the back, and something can go wrong with the grout or the caulking can leak in the corner, all this big pain in the butt stuff. You buy something like this that it lasts and it's maintenance free after. You don't have to think about it. So as an investor, as a long-term rental property, that's the stuff you want to think about, right? And then we have a couple bedrooms here, and then look, we have we have a great good-sized bedroom. So this room for someone with a nice walk-in closet, which if we can get a shot in here. Look at that. So for you and I, well, that type of walk-in closet may not be the best thing, but for someone else, this is great. As a student with this much storage, is a jackpot. So again, this doesn't just apply to student rental properties. It applies to any property. As an investor, sometimes you got to find something that other people don't want and convert it into something that can generate cash for you, because that's where some huge opportunities lie. So I hear some knocking downstairs. We should go. Hope this tour is a little bit helpful. Again, with a property, this is one of the property management company kind of jobs that we're involved in somewhat. So with this property management company, some crazy things are coming up. So until next time, your life, your terms. Perfect. Hey everyone, it's Karadza here. So you probably saw me earlier today, and I was at one of the properties that we're doing a bunch of renos at. And now today, just to give you a better idea, today now I'm down here. We have to celebrate sometimes. Sometimes you got to celebrate with joint ventures, right? So this is our latest joint venture partner, Bill, who approached us with an opportunity. And we're just talking about how a lot of joint ventures really don't work out because they're so one-sided. And someone approaches someone else for everything that they need, and they don't think about what's in it for the other person. And Bill, I mean, when you approached us, did you kind of put some thought into what's in it for the other person when you were looking for a joint venture partner?
Definitely. Mostly like it's one side of the deal. It's got to be
Yeah, so I mean, and that's the big point. When you're looking for joint venture partners, you're looking to do something, you got to think about what's in it for the other person. So that's earlier today we're doing renos. Today we're celebrating a joint venture. Later today, who knows what's next? We'll see. Until next time, your life, your terms.